So I was doing this story. I never forget this story. This is one of my funniest things. I still, to this day, I think it's the funniest thing I ever said. Was how much you would go through as a male to get with a female. Like, this is like, I don't know, my comparison to what I was going through to get to this girl named Tia, right? Tia lived maybe 13 blocks from my house, and if you live in like New York, you don't know what blocks are. Those little streets that you doing, you come to Houston and walk from Bel Air to Beach Nut. That's a block. But our blocks it is. It's 13 to 14 streets in between block to block. You know how you can go from 42nd to 43rd. That's one street. No. Bel Air to, this is the difference between anybody else's blocks and a block in Houston. You ever heard of a country mile? That's what a block is. In between Houston, it's what you call a country mile. It's long. It's long. You'll give up. And we used to walk. And this girl, I lived on Willcrest and Bel Air. She lived on Derry Ashford and in between Beach Nut and Bel Air. It's like, and it's tucked off in these houses. So it's a long way. And then I would walk that far, and then it'd be at night, and now I gotta sneak into her house, and you gotta jump a fence, and it's a dog, and you gotta make a decision. Do you kill these people, dog, or do you get bit? So now you trying to see this girl, she done turned you into a murderer. You done killed these people, dog. And then you done snuck in the house, and her father's on the couch, and you sliding your body. You done got upstairs, and you can't even be comfortable upstairs because you like a deer. Anything you hear a creak coming up the stairs. Now you done jumped out the window, a second story house, and it broke your leg. And now you rather drag your broken leg body home to get caught by them. It's too much to go through that we do. So the whole story, I would say the explicit version, but I'm trying to keep this interview clean. It's a lot. But it is, I remember that. I remember the, one of my other favorite stories was, and it was short. I'm like, I don't care what you do or how good of a fighter you are. If you get body slammed anytime during the fight, you lost. I don't care. Like, I don't care what you was doing before that. All I know is you got body slammed. Your whole body was off. And I said, and this is how physical I was. I used to do, it's a breakdance move called suicide. It's two different types of suicide. You can go to the side or you can do front flip over, right? So I would do the front flip over how I got body slammed, and I'm like, the lights are off, and it was a whole physical thing. But that was one of my favorites. What else was good? Man, how Jaden's mom changed my name from baby because she got pregnant and her hormones switched on me, and they came from me being baby to me just being named MF. It's just that, like, anytime, see, like, this girl was crazy. I was in the room and she called me in the room and said, MF, you know I'm thirsty. I said, how would I know that you was thirsty? You know, this is because she was pregnant. Like, she was tripping. Like, yeah, that's three. What else was how my boy was in the store with me. When you on parole, right? You gotta watch your friends. And my friends, he ain't never even been to jail before. He gonna steal a Snickers out of the store, talking about he trying to see if he still got it. Man, but you can't steal nothing with me. I'm on parole, bro. So like, yeah, those is another fight joke was if your flip flop come off. This is why I don't wear flip flops, because if you get into a fight, if your flip flop come off, you lost. I don't care what happened, because all I remember is that man knocked you out your flip flop. that was one. What else, man? I was cooking in the beginning with the stories. What else was one? That I sold, how I can't stand that men allow women to pick their clothes, because I was working in the men's apparel store, right? And I had all this stuff laid out for this dude, and his wife came in to my, that ain't your color. Now this man said he liked all this stuff. He done tried this stuff on other people that came in and complimented him, and she came in, then man, that ain't your color. And I had to put all that stuff up. I said, weak, just weak. Now you getting married and you can't dress yourself? That was one. I was cooking, man, in the beginning.